Once we reach 60, our bodies respond differently to the foods we eat. Arteries naturally become less flexible, metabolism slows, and the heart works harder to keep blood flowing smoothly. At this stage of life, one of the most dangerous dietary habits is eating fried foods. Crispy chicken, golden fries, fried fish, or sugary donuts may taste comforting, but behind the crunch lies a heavy burden of saturated fats, trans fats, and inflammatory compounds that clog arteries and weaken circulation. The danger of fried foods isn't just about the calories. It's about the way frying transforms oils into harmful substances that raise bad cholesterol, lower good cholesterol, and fuel inflammation inside blood vessels. Over time, these changes increase the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke, silent threats that often go unnoticed until they become serious. But here's the good news. Protecting your arteries doesn't mean giving up flavor or satisfaction. By choosing smarter cooking methods and healthier alternatives, you can still enjoy delicious, comforting meals without sacrificing your heart health. In this video, we'll uncover the 4 worst fried foods to avoid after 60 and share the 4 best replacements that nourish your body and keep your arteries clear. 1. Why fried chicken is a major threat to arteries. After 60. For many people, fried chicken is the ultimate comfort food, crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and packed with flavor. But for anyone over 60, this seemingly harmless indulgence is one of the most damaging foods for heart and artery health. The problem lies not only in the chicken itself, but in the way it is prepared. Frying transforms a lean source of protein into a cholesterol-raising, artery-clogging meal that can undo years of healthy choices. The breading is the first culprit. Coated in refined flour and often seasoned with excess salt, it absorbs large amounts of oil during frying. This makes each piece of fried chicken a concentrated source of saturated fat and, in many cases, trans fats. These fats raise LDL cholesterol, the harmful type that sticks to artery walls, while lowering HDL cholesterol, the protective type that keeps arteries clear. Over time, this imbalance accelerates plaque buildup and increases the risk of heart attack or stroke. The frying oil adds another layer of harm. Restaurants and fast food chains often reuse the same oil multiple times, breaking it down into toxic compounds that increase inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. These compounds directly damage the lining of blood vessels, making it easier for cholesterol to penetrate and form blockages. For older adults with arteries that are already less elastic, this damage is particularly dangerous. Portion size also plays a role. A single serving of fried chicken often contains far more calories than expected, along with a sodium load that pushes blood pressure higher. This combination of fat, salt, and calories puts the circulatory system under constant strain, making it harder for the heart to pump efficiently. The sad reality is that something as traditional and comforting as fried chicken can quietly contribute to years of artery damage, often without noticeable symptoms until a serious event occurs. But awareness is the first step toward change. The good news is that you don't have to give up chicken to protect your heart. Baking, grilling, or air frying chicken with herbs and olive oil provides the same satisfying flavor and texture without the cholesterol spike. By making this swap, you still enjoy the comfort of chicken, but in a way that supports circulation and strengthens your heart instead of weakening it. 2. Why French fries are a hidden danger to circulation after 60. Few foods are as universally loved as French fries. Crispy, golden, and salty, they seem like the perfect side dish or snack. But for people over 60, French fries are one of the most harmful foods you can put on your plate. Behind the crunch is a mix of refined starch, trans fats, and sodium that silently raises cholesterol, stiffens arteries, and increases the risk of heart disease. The first problem is the potato itself stripped of its skin, cut thin, and dropped into hot oil. Potatoes are naturally high in starch, which quickly converts into glucose in the body. This causes sharp spikes in blood sugar, forcing insulin to rise and encouraging fat storage, especially around the belly. Over time, this cycle raises triglyceride levels, a key contributor to artery-clogging plaque. The frying process makes things worse. When potatoes are cooked in oil at high temperatures, they soak up large amounts of fat, often including trans fats. Trans fats are particularly dangerous because they raise LDL cholesterol while lowering HDL cholesterol, creating the perfect storm for arterial blockages. Even worse, many restaurants reuse their frying oil, producing toxic compounds that inflame and damage blood vessels. Then comes the salt. French fries are typically loaded with sodium, sometimes more than half the recommended daily limit in a single serving. Excess sodium increases blood pressure, putting constant stress on the arteries and the heart. For older adults, who are more likely to already struggle with hypertension, this can be especially dangerous. The real danger lies in how easy it is to overeat fries. They are often served in large portions, paired with burgers, fried chicken, or other unhealthy foods, creating a meal that is heavy in calories but low in nutrition. Over time, this combination contributes to weight gain, metabolic problems, and declining circulation. The good news is that there are healthier ways to enjoy potatoes. Baking or air frying potato wedges with their skin on preserves fiber and nutrients while drastically reducing fat intake. Seasoning with herbs, garlic, or a sprinkle of olive oil provides flavor without the sodium overload. Sweet potatoes are an even better option, offering antioxidants and more stable blood sugar control. For people over 60, giving up French fries doesn't mean giving up flavor. It means choosing alternatives that keep your arteries clear, your heart strong, and your energy steady so you can keep enjoying life for years to come. 3. How fried fish and seafood turn healthy proteins into artery hazards. Fish is often praised as one of the healthiest foods you can eat, especially for heart health. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, fish helps reduce inflammation, improve cholesterol balance, and support smooth circulation. But when fish and seafood are battered and fried, their natural benefits are stripped away and replaced with artery-clogging fats and harmful compounds. For people over 60, this shift turns a potential heart-healthy meal into one of the most dangerous. The first issue is the batter. Coating fish in flour, breadcrumbs, or heavy breading makes it absorb large amounts of oil during frying. This transforms a lean protein into a calorie-dense, fat-heavy meal. The oils used in deep fryers, often soybean or vegetable oils, are rich in omega-6 fatty acids, which when consumed in excess, promote inflammation and increase the risk of arterial damage. Another concern is trans fats. When fish is fried at high temperatures, especially in reused oils at restaurants, trans fats and toxic byproducts are formed. These compounds directly damage the inner lining of arteries, making them less flexible and more prone to plaque buildup. Instead of supporting circulation, fried fish undermines it. Seafood like shrimp, calamari, or crab becomes even more problematic when breaded and fried. These foods already contain cholesterol naturally, and when combined with frying oils and salt-heavy coatings, the impact on blood cholesterol and blood pressure can be significant. Portion size adds to the problem. A fried fish platter or basket of fried shrimp is often served with French fries, tartar sauce, or buttery sides, creating a meal overloaded with saturated fat, sodium, and calories. For seniors, this kind of heavy meal places immediate stress on the cardiovascular system, raising blood pressure and leaving arteries inflamed. The sad irony is that fish, one of nature's best allies for heart health, loses nearly all its benefits when fried. The omega-3 seconds that protect the heart are overshadowed by harmful fats, sodium, and inflammatory compounds. The good news is that fish doesn't have to be avoided, it just needs to be prepared differently. Grilling, baking, or steaming fish preserves its omega-3 power while keeping fat and calories in check. Pairing fish with vegetables and whole grains creates a meal that strengthens arteries instead of blocking them. After 60, choosing grilled salmon over fried fish isn't just a healthier option, it's a choice that protects circulation, preserves energy, and helps your heart stay strong for the years ahead. 4. Why donuts and fried pastries are silent artery blockers after 60. Few foods are as tempting as a warm donut or a flaky fried pastry. They look small, harmless, and comforting, especially with a morning coffee. But for people over 60, these sugary, fried treats are among the most damaging choices you can make for your heart and circulation. Hidden beneath the sweet glaze and fluffy texture is a dangerous mix of sugar, refined flour, and unhealthy fats that quietly clog arteries and weaken cardiovascular health. The biggest problem with donuts and pastries is their frying process. Dough is typically submerged in oil, where it soaks up large amounts of fat. Many of these oils are high in saturated and trans fats, both of which raise LDL cholesterol while lowering HDL cholesterol. This imbalance accelerates plaque buildup inside arteries, making them narrower and less flexible over time. For older adults, who are already more vulnerable to arterial stiffening, this damage is especially risky. Add to that the refined flour and sugar. A single donut often contains more sugar than a dessert, spiking blood sugar and triggering an insulin surge. These repeated sugar highs and crashes contribute to weight gain, higher triglycerides, and eventually type 2 diabetes, all of which strain the heart and circulation. When combined with frying fats, the result is a double hit to artery health. Donuts and pastries are also calorie-dense, but nutrient-poor. They provide little protein, fiber, or vitamins, meaning they do nothing to sustain energy or support long-term health. Instead, they leave you hungry again within hours, encouraging overeating and further damaging cholesterol balance. Another hidden danger is portion creep. Because these foods are small, people often eat more than one without realizing the impact. A couple of donuts or pastries can easily pack more calories, sugar, and fat than an entire balanced meal. Over time, this habit adds up to excess belly fat, higher blood pressure, and worsening circulation. The good news is that sweet cravings don't have to mean artery damage. Healthier baked goods made with whole grain flour, oats, nuts, and natural sweeteners can provide satisfaction without the fried fats and sugar overload. Even fruit-based options like baked apples or banana oat muffins deliver sweetness along with fiber and antioxidants. For people over 60, skipping fried pastries isn't about denial, it's about choosing foods that fuel the heart instead of fighting against it. Replacing these artery-clogging treats with wholesome alternatives is a small step that creates powerful protection for circulation and long-term vitality. We've now seen how fried favorites like chicken, French fries, battered fish, and donuts can quietly damage circulation, raise cholesterol, and strain the heart, especially after 60. The good news is that protecting your arteries doesn't mean giving up taste or comfort. In fact, by making a few smart swaps, you can still enjoy crispy, flavorful meals that satisfy cravings while nourishing your body. Nature and modern cooking methods give us plenty of delicious alternatives that protect arteries instead of clogging them. Let's now explore 4 must-replace foods that bring you the flavor you love without the hidden dangers. 1. How baked or air-fried chicken delivers flavor without clogging arteries. For many people, chicken is a comfort food, but the way it's cooked determines whether it harms or heals. Traditional fried chicken loads the body with saturated fats, trans fats, and sodium, putting arteries under strain. The good news is that you don't need to give up crispy chicken altogether. By baking or air frying, you can enjoy the same satisfying crunch and flavor while protecting your circulation and cholesterol balance, an especially important choice after 60. The secret lies in the cooking method. Baking chicken in the oven uses dry heat, which requires little or no added oil. This drastically reduces fat intake while still creating a delicious golden crust. Air frying takes it a step further, circulating hot air around the chicken to mimic frying, but with up to 80% less oil. The result is chicken that's crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and far healthier for your heart. Choosing the right coating also matters. Instead of refined flour and salt-heavy batters, whole grain breadcrumbs, almond flour, or crushed oats can create a crunchy texture while adding fiber and nutrients. Seasoning with herbs, garlic, paprika, or turmeric enhances flavor naturally without relying on excess salt or unhealthy fats. These spices also provide antioxidants that further support heart and artery health. The benefits of making this switch are significant. Reduced intake of unhealthy fats lowers LDL cholesterol, while fewer calories support weight control, both critical for circulation after 60. Without the damaging compounds produced by reused frying oils, your arteries are spared from inflammation and oxidative stress. Combined with the protein, B vitamins, and minerals naturally found in chicken, baked or air-fried options become a true heart-friendly meal. This healthier preparation also makes it easier to pair chicken with nourishing sides. Roasted vegetables, whole grains like quinoa, or a fresh salad complement baked or air-fried chicken perfectly, turning a once harmful meal into a balanced, artery-protective plate. Ultimately, baked or air-fried chicken proves that health and flavor don't have to be opposites. By making this simple swap, you enjoy all the comfort of a classic dish while giving your heart the support it needs to stay strong. After 60, this change isn't just about taste, it's about longevity, vitality, and protecting your arteries for years to come. Due. Why oven-baked potato wedges are a heart-friendly alternative to fries. French fries may be one of the most beloved side dishes, but after 60, they are also one of the worst culprits for clogging arteries. Fortunately, you don't have to give up potatoes to protect your circulation. By making oven-baked potato wedges, you can still enjoy the same warm, crispy satisfaction without the harmful fats, excess sodium, and toxic compounds that come from deep frying. The difference begins with the cooking method. When potatoes are baked instead of fried, they retain their natural nutrients like potassium, fiber, and vitamin C without absorbing large amounts of oil. Baking requires only a light drizzle of olive oil or avocado oil, both rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats. This swap alone cuts down on artery-damaging trans fats and drastically lowers calorie content. Leaving the skins on adds even more benefits. Potato skins are packed with fiber and antioxidants, which help regulate blood sugar, lower cholesterol, and keep digestion steady. Fiber is especially important after 60 because it binds to excess fats in the digestive system, helping remove them before they can contribute to plaque buildup in the arteries. Flavor is another key advantage. Oven-baked wedges can be seasoned with herbs and spices, rosemary, paprika, garlic, or black pepper that not only taste delicious, but also support heart health. Unlike French fries, which rely heavily on salt, baked wedges can deliver rich flavor with far less sodium. This helps keep blood pressure under control while still satisfying cravings. Portion control is also easier with baked wedges. Because they're more filling thanks to their fiber content, you'll feel satisfied with a smaller serving, avoiding the overindulgence that often happens with bottomless baskets of fries. Pairing wedges with a lean protein like baked chicken or fish and a side of vegetables makes for a balanced, artery-friendly meal. Sweet potatoes can take this upgrade even further. Oven-baked sweet potato wedges provide additional antioxidants, beta-carotene, and more stable blood sugar control compared to white potatoes. This variation is particularly beneficial for those managing cholesterol, high blood pressure, or type 2 diabetes. By swapping French fries for oven-baked potato wedges, you're making a small but powerful change. You keep the comfort and flavor of potatoes while protecting your heart, lowering cholesterol, and supporting healthy circulation. After 60, these kinds of swaps are what keep arteries clear and energy levels steady, meal after meal. 3. How grilled or baked fish protects arteries and strengthens heart health. Fish is one of the most heart-friendly foods you can eat, thanks to its rich supply of omega-3 fatty acids, lean protein, and essential nutrients. But when it's battered and fried, all those natural benefits are buried under layers of unhealthy fats and salt. The good news is that by grilling or baking fish, you can preserve its nutritional power while enjoying a delicious, satisfying meal that actively supports your arteries, especially important after 60. The star nutrient in fish is omega-3 fatty acids. Found in fatty varieties like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, omega-3 seconds reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and help lower triglycerides, one of the main culprits in plaque buildup. When fish is grilled or baked, these delicate fats are preserved. When fried, however, they are overshadowed by trans fats and oils that raise LDL cholesterol and harm the cardiovascular system. Grilling fish brings out natural flavors without adding heavy breading or oil. A simple marinade of lemon, garlic, herbs, and a drizzle of olive oil creates a flavorful meal that enhances heart health rather than compromising it. Baking is another excellent method, sealing in moisture while allowing seasonings to shine. Both approaches keep calories low, sodium under control, and nutrients intact. Another advantage of grilling or baking is portion control and balance. A piece of grilled salmon or baked cod pairs beautifully with vegetables and whole grains, creating a meal full of fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. This combination nourishes the body, supports healthy cholesterol levels, and keeps arteries flexible and resilient. Shellfish like shrimp or scallops can also be prepared in heart-friendly ways. Instead of battering and frying, grilling them lightly with herbs or baking them with vegetables turns them into a source of lean protein without the extra fat and sodium load. The difference in health outcomes is significant. People who eat fish prepared in healthy ways at least twice a week have been shown to have lower risks of heart disease, stroke, and hypertension. For those over 60, when the heart and arteries are more vulnerable, this simple swap can make a life-changing difference. By choosing grilled or baked fish instead of fried, you're not just protecting your arteries, you're giving your heart the fuel it needs to stay strong. It's a flavorful, satisfying way to enjoy one of nature's best superfoods while safeguarding your health for the years ahead. 4. Why whole grain or baked treats satisfy sweet cravings without harming arteries. Donuts, fritters, and fried pastries may seem like harmless little indulgences, but after 60, they are among the worst offenders for clogging arteries. Packed with sugar, refined flour, and unhealthy oils, they deliver a 1 to 2 punch of cholesterol and blood sugar spikes. The good news is you don't have to give up baked goods entirely. By choosing whole grain or baked alternatives, you can still satisfy your sweet tooth while protecting circulation and cholesterol balance. The first difference lies in the flour. Whole grain flour contains the bran and germ, which provide fiber, B vitamins, and minerals that refined white flour strips away. Fiber is especially important because it helps regulate blood sugar and binds to cholesterol in the digestive tract, carrying it out of the body. For people over 60, who often face slower metabolism and stiffer arteries, this extra fiber is a true ally for heart health. Baking instead of frying also eliminates the trans fats and excess oils that make fried pastries so harmful. When treats are baked, they require far less added fat, and using heart-friendly oils like olive or avocado oil can even provide protective benefits. Pair this with natural sweeteners such as honey, maple syrup, or mashed fruit, and you reduce the sugar load while still enjoying flavor. Another advantage of baked whole grain treats is portion control and satiety. A muffin made with oats, nuts, and fruit is not only more filling than a donut, but it also delivers protein and antioxidants that support cardiovascular function. Ingredients like flax seeds or chia seeds can be added for omega-3 seconds, while cinnamon provides natural sweetness and helps regulate blood sugar. Even traditional favorites can be transformed with healthier recipes. Banana bread made with whole wheat flour, oatmeal cookies sweetened with applesauce, or baked apple slices sprinkled with cinnamon, all offer the comfort of baked goods without the artery-clogging fats of fried pastries. For older adults, these swaps are more than just dietary tweaks. They are long-term investments in circulation and vitality. Instead of feeding your arteries sugar and trans fats, you're nourishing them with fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. By choosing whole grain or baked treats over fried pastries, you prove that indulgence doesn't have to equal damage. After 60, these small but intentional choices help keep your arteries clear, your energy steady, and your heart strong, so you can enjoy life's sweetness without risking your health. We've now uncovered the truth about fried foods. On one side are the 4 worst culprits: fried chicken, French fries, battered seafood, and donuts. They may be crispy and comforting, but beneath the crunch lies a mix of fats, sugar, and sodium that quietly clog arteries, raise cholesterol, and strain the heart, especially after 60. On the other side are the smarter replacements: baked or air-fried chicken, oven-baked potato wedges, grilled or baked fish, and whole grain or baked treats. These swaps prove that you don't have to give up flavor to protect your health. The key message is clear. What you choose to eat daily has the power to either weaken or strengthen your circulation. By trading harmful fried foods for nourishing alternatives, you give your arteries the chance to stay flexible, your heart the strength to keep pumping, and your body the vitality to stay active well into your later years. Here at Active Healthcare, we believe that small, practical changes add up to big results. If this video inspired you, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Together, we'll keep exploring simple, science-backed ways to enjoy food while protecting your heart and living a healthier, longer life.